Well, today is the day that I'm pulling out our B&W Companion Hitch to replace it, which in the past, it's one of our favorite pieces of RVing gear. This thing is bulletproof. We've absolutely loved having it. So the question is, why would we replace it if it's one of our favorite pieces of gear for RVing, especially while towing? So today we're going to dive into that and get this replaced. So one of the biggest reasons why I'm going to be replacing the hitch is because of the weight of it. It's one of the things that I love and one of the things that I dislike about this hitch. The only time that I dislike the weight of it is when I need to remove it and put it back into the truck. Which, when we were full-time in the RV, it wasn't a problem because this basically just lived in the bed of the truck the entire time. I never had to remove it. And because of that, I love just the beefiness of it, the stout feel of the hitch. Everything is just quality from top to bottom, and it's a very solid hitch. But when you have to pull it out and put it in repeatedly, it's something that gets old pretty quick. It's nice that the head comes off really easy. That's easy to pull out and set aside, but the base is even heavier. Because we have the puck system, Ram has the widest puck system out of all the trucks that are out there, which is strange. Why couldn't all the truck manufacturers have the same puck layout? But it is what it is. But when I have to put it in and out constantly because we're not full-time anymore is the pain point that I want to solve. When you use your truck for a lot of different things, actually using it as a truck, it's going to be nice to have that versatility. So the way I see it, the truck is a tool. I want to use it like a tool, not an overly pampered, expensive trophy. And this change should help us in that. So we're going to do like we should have done a long time ago and put in a gooseneck attachment on the truck. It was prepped with the puck system on there, but not a gooseneck attachment. So this is really going to free up some space in the bed of the truck. This is the B&W Turnoverball. No, this is not sponsored by B&W. It is sold on eTrailer, which is a sponsor of this channel, and they really have a huge selection of hitches out there. So no matter what you're looking for and what your needs are, they're going to have a hitch that's going to fit your vehicle. But we're going to stick with the B&W company because we had such a great experience, and I like their company, made in the US. There's a lot of things that I like about them, but we're going to get this put in. But that creates another problem on the other side because we like the pin box that we have on our fifth wheel as well. It's the Gen Y pin box. The cushion that it provides to the RV as you're going down the road in those harsh conditions is something that we definitely wanted to duplicate in the next one. And there's some new things that have hit the market that I think is really going to fit the bill for what we're looking for. I was pretty excited about it, but let's get this moving forward and installed. So the install's looking pretty straightforward. I'm not going to do a step-by-step guide because I'm actually just following eTrailer's step-by-step guide that is really well detailed. I do obviously have to drill a hole in the center of the bed, but pretty much everything else just bolts onto the frame of the truck. And one of the reasons that I wanted to go with the turnover ball is because it has the safety chain connection right here on the hitch. So when I move to the new hitch on the RV, I don't have to worry about getting a longer chain section to be able to go to the puck system. Remember, because the puck system on the Ram is so wide. I also like with this turnover ball that when you look down in there, it just drops through. So it's not going to collect garbage and junk, kind of like the puck system on the truck. It's supposed to help the ball not bind when you need to flip it over and turn it around. So I liked on this hitch that everything's really compact and all in one spot. Now, honestly, the hardest part of the install, just because it all bolts together, was just trying to get everything torqued down when you're underneath the truck. On some of them, I had to use the crow's foot wrench just because of how tight things were. Now, something that I wanted to do before I move on completely from the old hitch, I did want to share our experience with it because I think long-term reviews are actually really important. It's great to be able to have a review of something when it's new and exciting, but having that long-term review, having a hitch that you've used for the last 6-7 years is important to know because it's still a very viable hitch. And just because one hitch is good for you one day doesn't mean that it's going to be good for you forever, depending on your situation. Because I think the Companion Hitch is still going to be a fantastic hitch for a lot of people out there. One of the things that I absolutely loved about the Companion Hitch is just how easy it was to be able to connect and disconnect from the RV. It was so smooth when connecting. I didn't have to get in the bed of the truck to make any of those connections. I could grab the handle easily from the outside. And when you're backing into the RV, that connection, when you had the height right, was just effortless. Having those jaws close around the fifth wheel kingpin always felt really secure, and you can just give it a visual check and actually see that those jaws are closed around that kingpin. So I never had a false connection for the fifth wheel connection to the RV, which always gave me peace of mind when we were towing. The second thing is that it never bound up when we were disconnecting from the RV. If you've ever seen somebody struggle with their hitch, hitch because it won't disengage even though you pull the lever and it's still stuck on there. That can be maddening. We never had that issue with this hitch at all. So those two things, along with just how solid the hitch is, are what I loved about it. The main thing that I didn't like about it is just how heavy it was and where you're going to store it when you pull it out. So I'm hoping with the new setup that I like it as much as I did the old setup. But the one thing that I definitely do like is that when you look in the bed of the truck, that's all that hopefully we're going to see once we have everything set up. And I know this isn't new, but having that turnover ball where you can just pull a lever, lock it into place, turn that ball over, and it's flush with the bed, and then you can lock that back into place is really nice to be able to have full use of the bed. I also liked on this hitch that it had a square shank that locks into the square receiver. It gives you more options and bases that can mount in here without having any twisting, which is actually how the original Companion Hitch is supposed to mount in the bed of a truck. So now the other half of what we had for our setup was the Gen Y fifth wheel kingpin. Now, when we made this upgrade to this pin box, it changed my mind about wanting to have something on the front of the truck that dampens the effects of the road to the frame of the RV. Now that we've gone this direction, it would be hard to go back. The effects of this while you're going down the road, reducing that chucking from the RV to the truck, is fantastic. And knowing that not all those vibrations, when you go over those bridges, you hit potholes, it's not sending all that to the frame of the RV and you're not feeling it in the truck. So what we're going to be switching to is the B&W Gooseneck conversion. From what I've seen, it looks really impressive. And I kind of wish I would have done the gooseneck adapter for Gen Y when we did it, but we didn't have the gooseneck hitch in the bed of the truck, and that's why we went with this. And the other thing that I do like about the fifth wheel connection, it's nice and high. It's really easy to see when you're backing into it. So I hope that I like the gooseneck connection as much as I like the fifth wheel connection. So time will definitely tell, and I'll let you know my thoughts definitely when we get there. Now I'm drawn to the Gen Y and the new B&W because it seems to suppress the movement in both vertical and horizontal and not just in one direction. So it should help in both areas. I think we're going to save the install of putting the B&W on here for another day. I want to do one more tow with this hitch and give a really good side-by-side connection with the B&W so I can give you my thoughts on comparing these two side-by-side. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope that it helped you out in some ways. So as always, if we don't see you on the road, hopefully we will see you next video. Take care.